Yeah, I hit up Ari, so it was professionally cleaned, and then the lawn was also professionally done. So
perfect. So coming in, entryway looks great. Did he repaint in here?
No.
Since I last was here?
It's gonna need to be repainted.
It looks not bad though.
No, but you know we don't have the paint so you can fill these in, but this is the paint that we have is so off in color.
Okay, so there's just a couple wall mount stuff.
Yeah.
And then judging by.
And he knows about that. So there's a bigger one on there. We replaced it because it broke. So then we actually tried to patch it and found what we thought was the right paint, and that's how it dried.
Okay.
So when I talked to Ari, it was like, there are a couple hanging holes, but a lot of these are from other people too. Like whoever was in here prior actually installed these like circles in the wall.
I think those were here last time we looked at.
Oh, they absolutely were, yeah. And they were there when we moved in. So, those are the things that
new.
He could consider. This thing.
The floor, I know, was a thing of subject last time.
Yeah.
I don't really see anything different.
I think it's the same. I actually even had a carpet out here, so it was pretty well protected.
I mean, the couches were over here, right?
Couch, and then there was a throw rug on the whole thing, so.
So, I mean, like, you can't really get any good definition. I think this is all the same stuff, so right?
Yeah, that was the stuff that was there when we originally moved in, that
So
we had
that was
pictures of,
here.
and I think those were as well.
And then you have over by the door.
Yeah. And then,
otherwise.
And this guy here, if you want, are you videotaping that?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to take notes, so this thing is, he wanted me to replace it, so I actually bought him this guy. So he's got his own deal, he's got a $40 receipt, and then these are the blinds that go on that I figured why install them when.
So those blinds.
Yep.
Are going here.
Yep. And those are what Kevin Kennedy bought when he moved out because the dog like chewed him up. So he actually replaced that, and there was no point in putting it up when I was still in here. So both of those items are there for him.
Is he coming into town
I
soon?
think at the end of the month.
Okay, I know he said
so. I'm going to be out of town, which is why it was like, well, we got to do this. And tomorrow's the last day on the lease officially, so I just kind of wanted to get her done.
Is someone lined up for this next go around? Like, does he have tenants? Oh, he's moving back.
Yeah, with his family, which is why I found it important to have an outside party come look.
Totally.
Otherwise, it's a little weird because it's been a rental house for a while, and I think it's in fine shape. It's actually in better shape than we moved in.
Yeah, it looks super good in here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's been rented for a number of years to a number of parties. The stove is super clean.
That looks well done.
I just need to wipe out the cleaner.
But yeah, that looks great.
That's clean, and all those were soaked. Microwave's brand new.
Good. Cool. Sink looks just fine. Dishwasher in good working order.
Dishwasher's great. So this thing, that's regular wear and tear, I suppose. It should screw in, but who knows how old this thing was. So at some point when I went to turn it, it just like bloop, popped out. But that should be a couple $1 little piece to fix.
Sure.
I could even leave it sitting there if we want.
Yeah. Inside the dishwasher, everything looks fine. Okay. Anything cupboards wise I should know about?
No, I mean he knew that this little guy was in here from last time. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
And that was something we pointed out, but nothing new as far as.
Ceiling looks fine.
Yeah. Nothing new in there, and then.
Nothing. Yeah.
Let you do your speed. This is a lot of stuff here. A couple lighting fixtures. These were some extra fridge stuff when we moved in. Old paint that I think is probably too old, but might give him an idea of what he needs should he repaint. Some furnace things, some filters. Those are his.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are all empty, working.
These things, yeah.
Yep.
Looks fine. The door is in good working order?
The doors were replaced. Really, the challenge with these doors, you just got to climb up on these sliders.
And they just come off the track once in a while?
Exactly.
Okay, so as long as you're nice to them, they just stay there.
Yeah, I mean, they work this way, but it's,
We had them in a bunch of units because they save space because there's nothing that pulls out.
Absolutely.
But they just, they're a nightmare because they constantly come off the track.
These were there originally, and those are from the old doors that actually pulled out, and I think we had noted that prior.
Okay.
So that should be good. Trying to think if there's anything else in here.
And you said you had this professionally cleaned, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I can smell a good scent in
Oh
there.
yeah.
Might as well I'm at the bathroom.
I need to replace those lights. So it's either these lights or that light. You'll remember last time, one of the two works and one of the other doesn't. So I can get some new lights in here if need be. But I know one thing of concern to him was his toilet. I actually took a couple pictures and things fucking. His wife wanted to make sure the toilet was clean. So.
I mean, it looks
that
looks
toilet
fine.
is
It doesn't
brand
look
new.
like it's.
So the one thing that happened that he's aware of, and you'll see this as a guy that knows this business, this fucking thing was, who knows how long it was in there, literally just snapped. Somebody may have actually glued it on at some point, it looks like. So I told Ari about it. So right now you gotta pull the chain, but he said he would actually, he would just wait to replace it himself. So I lived with that for the last week of living here. So he's aware of this, and yeah, I think I even have the broken piece down there, but it's just like this little extender that the chain hooked to. It just snapped.
He usually rigged something up that will work short term, but
Yeah, that's what he said. And I was like, I'm out of here so soon that I don't need to rig it up. So the water's off. I know that's rolling. So the water is off, so that is not running.
okay. So water's not running. Good to know. The door still the same as last time.
Yeah, and that door is actually paid for prior with Ari, so that's been settled upon, and he's aware of that. So
so
you
the
can
door
take note
is
of that.
door's gonna go. So this is first bedroom.
Yeah, Kevin's old room, so
So here's the window. I guess there's a couple of spots in the wall that were hangings.
Yep.
Floor looks pretty okay.
He knew. Remember the last time it was a point of
There's a
contention
spot
with Kevin.
situation here.
Yeah, all these different spots were pretty much there, and this was a big point of contention with Kevin. So should he have any issues? I even asked if he wanted it professionally clean, but he was like, "I think I'm gonna have to replace it because." And these pictures look much worse. Like I took a few pictures, and they look so much worse in the pictures. But he's aware of the carpet, and this was him and Kevin. Battled a bit over that.
I mean, there's no like smell or anything. It's just light color carpet.
When actually, what I did with my office, I actually had a throw rug like on top of all of this, so there wouldn't be any additional damage. So this was actually, this was just an office for the last little bit.
Anything I should know about the closet?
No, the doors have always been. Actually, the doors are fine, I guess. These have always been, I believe, janky.
Kind of janky.
And I'm assuming since Kevin lived in here, they were like this. Since Kevin Kenley was in here, but when he left, these were like this. I think probably just some screws or even resetting how this whole thing sits. But I think
I mean, it's just real flimsy metal, and
I think that's how it was. And I don't know how this ever hung because it's not long enough.
it's like, and it's.
Wow, it looks like they maybe had a little extension.
Well, I think isn't this like copper piping for like
maybe
water line?
It could be.
I think that's what I think someone just cut it.
Well,
so that's definitely not professional grade. That's just someone.
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, that thing's probably worth more money in the copper than it is just to buy a new rod.
Absolutely.
Okay, so another bedroom. Okay, so this is the other bedroom.
Yeah. So the walls are the biggest challenge. There's this wear and tear from having beds up on it. This paint will literally rub off. Like if you start trying to clean the walls, you'll end up taking paint off of it, like that. Yes.
Something like that.
So I told him, really, I think you should probably paint her up.
I mean, there's some small holes that could just be spackled.
Yeah, and that's something, and this one too. So there was no doorstop, and this sucks because there was no doorstop on this thing. So this hit the wall, and so that can be spackled up too. And I have somebody that can do that if he wants it. But again, the biggest issue is that there's no paint to touch up. So depending on how he wants to roll with it, I
mean, it's only the 3 walls. It's not even the full thing. So the person can just, with this huge closet, you're essentially just looking at 2 full walls.
Yeah.
That wouldn't take long to do.
No, and honestly, I think
with just a whole different color if you have like your own mix or something.
And I think once he gets in here, I would imagine he'll feel like painting it. I mean, I would if it was my house. It'd be a fun project because, Yeah, the last renters, when we moved in, there was still a couch here, the fridge was full of stuff. So I think it's actually in better shape. There was no lawn, and I took pictures and texted this to him already. There was literally, it was all weeds. You could not walk in that lawn when we got here. So that's come to life a bit.
Yeah, that looks fairly well kept.
Yeah, without really watering, because, that was something, me and Ari meant to get together and figure out like a payment schedule on who, we need to pay portions, and really the weather hasn't been.
Yeah, we haven't had much water at all.
No, so we've been watering. We just unhooked his hose, but the girl over there and I have been turning on his sprinkler for his garlic. So
cool.
So he's aware of that, which is why the water might be a little more expensive.
Yeah, let's check out the closet just for kicks.
Smells like a gerbil cage. So yeah.
Not bad though. I mean.
No, it's just that wood.
It's just.
And I like that wood. I don't mind that smell, but it has that like interesting smell.
Yeah, like the hamster bedding.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's what they just. Chew.
So that's that guy.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like something you put in there. It's just the wood itself.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
treated.
absolutely. This thing.
Was this thing?
That's always been about like that. It would be 3 years in July. I would have been in here, and from the get-go, we talked about getting something to put up there and block it. Because in the summer, probably not a big deal. In the winter, we were definitely losing.
You're just leaking heat out.
Exactly, and the same thing here that he's probably going to want to fix. You can see the door is not sealed anywhere.
Oh yeah,
and that has nothing to do with anyone renting it, except I recommend he'll want to seal it to keep things warm.
Well, I mean, as far as walkthrough goes, I think it looks better than the first time I came over here, and obviously that probably is just from professional cleaning, you guys making sure all your things were tied up when moving out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured, invested. I emailed Ari and let him know I invested a decent amount of cash just to try and get as much of my deposit back, make him happy. But yeah, the place looks great. I realize he's moving from out of town, so I think it should be pretty welcoming ultimately for him.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to end the recording.
Okay.